So today's episode is a MEW theory called the 3 R's of personal growth: recognize, redirect, and realize.
Planet MEW podcast.
This is the journey of setting yourself free.
So on the journey, I've noticed that there tends to be 3 stages when it comes to embodying a new theme or a new way of being when it comes to personal growth. They are recognize, redirect, and realize, hence the 3 R's. The first stage is recognize, and this is when something first comes on your radar. Let's take meditation for an example. Maybe someone in your life has started meditating, or maybe you heard someone on a podcast talk about how it changed their life. It grabs your attention and something about it calls to you. You know that there is something to this thing because it seems very real in other people. However, you just don't see it yet. Still, life goes on, and no real change is made in your life. However, the seed has been planted. The second stage is redirect. This is when you finally begin to redirect your life or your path to incorporate this thing. The time gap between something appearing on your radar and you practically moving towards it can be years. For example, maybe it takes 2 years since hearing that podcast before you actually sit down and meditate for the first time. But that's okay. The timing doesn't really matter. Things happen when they're supposed to happen, and there are constantly hundreds of things circling in our orbit at one time. The third and final stage is realize. That is, to make real. When you first redirect your life and commit to exploring something, you still might not get it. You might meditate every day, but you're not really getting anything out of it. You're on the path to embodying it, but you're still on the outside. Then something happens. Then you get it. You have a breakthrough experience. You feel the closeness of source. This is when you embody the thing, when you understand it, when you realize it. Now, I didn't really come up with this theory. I'm just putting a name to it. I think it's a universal theme that everybody has experienced, and it can apply to pretty much anything related to growth, from ice baths to exercise to reading to travel. For me, I am under the radar stage with yoga, at the redirect stage with stretching, and at the realize stage with gratitude. It takes time, but you get to choose the direction you go, and as the saying goes, a ship just 1 degree off course can end up in a different port.